Public companies, the ones traded on the stock exchanges, have to put out an annual report with financial statements showing how they did the year before. Here's how it works. The companies prepare their financial statements. Then I come in, ledger lines, independent external auditor. Johnny Law at the SEC says I gotta check the numbers and those financial statements and issue an opinion in writing. It's independent, the chair of the company's audit committee. It's go time.
The Audit Committee is an independent group of the company's board of directors. We're responsible for hiring the external auditor to perform the audit in accordance with professional standards, which include being skeptical and objective. We're also responsible for providing independent oversight of the company's financial reporting and internal controls. And man, Ledger is one skeptical guy.
I report to Indy and the audit committee throughout the audit. If I have a concern about how the company is reporting its numbers, I discuss it with these guys. After all, they have the final say on how the company handles the accounting. You want on the audit team? My team is a mix of CPAs and other professionals who have the right skills and knowledge for the job. Our work includes what they call a risk assessment. For a company, risks can include complex transactions, weak controls over the finances or operations, and issues affecting their industries. The external auditor's risk assessment is intended to provide a reasonable basis for identifying and assessing the risk that the financial statements may contain a material misstatement because of error or fraud. We then design the audit procedures with this risk in mind. And when I'm around, a material misstatement is like chest hair in the 70s. It ain't pretty. You remember Ida Figures? Thought you might. During every audit, I check with her about the company's risk profile and results of fraud or controls testing performed by internal audit. The books and numbers come from the CFO. A lot of charts in her team. She hands over whatever we ask for, including info on the company's internal control over financial reporting. We test the evidence supporting the financial statements and evaluate the overall financial statement presentation. Heck, we even test the company's inventory if that's what it takes. The whole audit could take weeks or months and can require my team to look at the company's operations around the globe. Lots of hard work, but hey, people are depending on it. We follow PCAOB auditing standards applied with judgment and experience to the particular accounting issues in the audit. We keep at it until we have enough evidence to support an opinion with reasonable assurance whether the financial statements, as a whole, are free of material misstatement. If I'm not satisfied, then I issue a qualified or adverse opinion, a red flag for investors in the SEC. Bottom line, the company's gonna have to fix the problem. And like a teenager with a blog, we document the basis for our conclusions in our audit work papers. But unlike a teenager, for us, that is the basis for the conclusion in our audit work papers. What's more, before the report can be issued, an experienced auditor who's not on the team reviews our significant judgments and conclusions. Remember your girlfriend's father flashing the porch light? It helps to have somebody else watching. When we're done, our audit opinion goes into the company's annual report, filed with the SEC and posted on the web. If you're an investor, you'll want to know whether I've issued a clean opinion. Not everyone knows what the external auditor does, but we mean to change that, one investor at a time. For more information, visit caqforinvestors.org.